Yeah, so here we are in Buenos Aires with Parker Edwards from Framework. Parker, welcome to the Defiant.
I'm so excited to be here. I think today was a really exciting day, and I think it's going to be good to be able to talk about it with you.
Amazing. Yeah, so you just announced Obex. Can you describe in simple terms what that is?
Yeah, in simple terms, Obex is an incubator that we just launched alongside both Sky and Layer Zero. Our main focus is really institutional grade stablecoin projects that are going to bring real diversified yield back to the Sky ecosystem. I think, a little bit on Framework, we were some of the earliest investors across DeFi and stablecoins. We also have a reputation, I would say, for being very hands-on with our founders. And the goal here is that we can be equally as hands-on, if not more hands-on with these projects as well. Something that's super exciting is not only can we back these teams on the equity side, but we also just got a $2.5 billion allocation from Sky to be able to go deploy and almost like bootstrap these types of projects. And so, yeah, it's going to be a 12-week program right out of San Francisco. We'll launch early Q1. Our main focuses right now are across compute, energy financing, and structured credit. I think, what's really interesting is Grove and Spark have done such an excellent job, almost like laying the groundwork for being able to go deploy capital across DeFi and off-chain credit. Our goal at Obex is really just to be net positive sum. It's like, let's go incubate the best stablecoin projects for the entire ecosystem to be able to deploy into, and we're really excited to be able to go do that.
Can you say again what the AUM of the fund is?
We manage billions of dollars across different funds at the moment. Two co-founders of the funds, Michael Anderson, Van Spencer, and our primary focus right now is across stablecoins and DeFi.
And for Obex, how much are you planning to put into that incubator?
So between us, Sky and Layer Zero, we raised $37 million, which we'll use both across the equity financing piece, as well as to be able to go deploy the $2.5 billion that was allocated from Sky.
Perfect. Is the goal for these projects to become stars of Sky?
That's a great question. So the way that I think about this is there's basically two different kinds of stars. There's the allocators and the originators. We are focused on the origination side initially, as well as really getting institutional grade allocators to come be a part of the ecosystem as well. I think, something we've learned, the best allocators and the best originators are the ones that can also underwrite the best. The goal is to go find people that are verticalized across different industries and really integrate them deep into the Sky ecosystem.
Okay, so you're talking about, being excited about backing these different sides of the market. And I guess it depends on whether they're a good fit to become part of the Sky ecosystem or but it's not necessarily going to be the case, right?
No, I mean, I think we're evaluating multiple things. I think we're evaluating the projects as if we were doing, a traditional venture investment. We're also underwriting, quite frankly, their contribution to the Sky as a whole. I think our goal with this is let's go get diversified new yield on chain. We talk to founders all the time that have, call it traditional finance backgrounds, that are super interested in integrating with ecosystems like Sky. And I think we're going to be the bridge to be able to do that.
Interesting. Yeah. So what kind of, when you mentioned these new yield opportunities, what use cases, what kind of projects come to mind? What would be a good fit for Obex?
Really good fit for Obex would be, like I said earlier, just people that are really deeply ingrained in their industries. We backed Daylight, which is launching an energy financing product. They just announced that I think a couple weeks ago, and also backed USDAI recently, which is doing compute asset-backed lending. We're incubating a team right now. This will be one of our first teams that we incubate at Obex. This is really focusing on structured credit. And all three of these kind of areas are really good examples of founders who are really deeply ingrained in the areas that they're deploying capital into.
And can you talk more about how these projects will integrate with Sky and USDS?
Of course. So I think what's really unique about Sky is, Sky right now is, I would say, on quite the upward trajectory as far as not only traction in this space, but also impact. Grove and Spark have both done a really excellent job of deploying capital across DeFi and TradFi. I think we're going to see that continue with a lot of the projects that we incubate. The goal here is, look, in order to be able to start a stablecoin project, it takes the ability to go bootstrap capital. It also takes, obviously some expertise and guidance on how to integrate with the ecosystem. We're going to be able to do both. We're going to be able to not only invest on the equity side, but also come in and actually allocate and grow the TVL of these stablecoin projects on day one. What's really unique here is, in order to be able to compete at an institutional level, you have to have the capital to do so. Until now, founders come in, they want to build these innovative institutional grade stablecoin projects, but they have to go bootstrap their capital, and that is no longer going to be the case. We feel like we're best positioned to not only help these teams integrate with Sky, but also we're looking for the next generation of founders that are looking to go build these things.
Awesome. So what's the next exciting opportunity in stablecoins?
I mean, my perspective personally, I think stablecoins are best used for capital formation and lending. I think there's a lot of really interesting traditional credit opportunities that we can incubate here at Framework across, call it structured credit, asset-backed lending. We're going to be able to bridge those two worlds. I think we're uniquely positioned today where you see institutional investors coming into the space and they're looking for things that they're used to. And I think, Grove has done a really great job of, they went and launched the AAA CLO product, which is tokenized by Centrifuge. And people are looking for this type of yield on chain. And as we incubate and quite frankly, bring more diversified yield opportunities, I think you're going to see a new type of investor come into the ecosystem as well.
After, you mentioned that it's a 12-week program.
Yep.
37 million invested in these projects. So after that, is the plan to do a second cohort also with the same focus? Yep. Or what does the future of Obex look like?
Yeah, we're going to launch in Q1, 12-week program. It's going to look and feel like your traditional incubator, except I would say with scale behind it. We'll do multiple batches per year. We'll have more details coming out really soon about what that's going to look like. But, the structure of the program, weekly interactions with both our team at Framework as well as the broader Sky ecosystem and Layer Zero. We're basically curating a really great mentorship network, I would call it, for these founders. Look, when you come into DeFi and you're looking to build products, the best thing you can possibly do is talk to other founders. We have a great track record at Framework of backing these types of projects, and I think everybody's really excited to be core contributors to it as well.
Awesome. Anything else to add? You think we might have missed?
Look, I call out to all founders who are looking to build stablecoin projects. It's it is our belief that Sky is the best place to do it. They have these proven risk models that at scale are working. And I think just look at what has happened, right? Over the past, call it 6 to 8 months, I think you're seeing all these institutions come on chain. They're looking for these new diversified yield sources. If I'm a founder and I'm looking to go build, even if it's like a Web 2.5 type fintech company, there's no reason why, one, it shouldn't be on chain, and number two, it shouldn't be built within Sky. Founders can come, they can apply on obex.xyz. They can also email us at hello@framework.ventures. We'd love to talk to you, and we're super excited.
All right, well, good luck to everyone applying to Obex, and thanks so much, Farker, for joining us.
Amazing. Thank you so much.